Hello, and welcome to another episode of Sustain the Talk. This is Minna, and I've been really looking forward for this episode since forever. As our guest today is an exceptional high school student who created her own platform to empower women of the MENA region. It also got awarded by the Arab Women Organization. Please welcome Sarah Elgabery. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Minna. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Pleasure's all mine. Can you tell me a brief about yourself?
Okay, I would say that I'm a high schooler right now. I'm in my junior year. I'm known for creating content for Arab youth. I'm also an entrepreneur, and I go like my startup Yalla Success. Like most people know that it's the only one I have, but that's actually wrong. I have another 3 startups. It's like Moyo Africa. It's all talking about sustainability and edutech and yeah. I'm also currently working on a project which everyone is gonna be amazed by very soon.
Can you tell me about this project?
Okay, it's called Afribil Magazine. I'm working on creating a magazine for African youth here. It's in a partnership with another startup called Moyo Africa.
Wow, amazing. Sarah, can you tell me more about what major do you want to study in school? I know you wanted to study in an Ivy school.
Yeah, okay.
Ivy League school.
So I wanna I'm in grade 11. Okay, so something that most people actually don't know, that you'll never know what you're going to study, correct? So right now I'm still confused. I'm still figuring everything out, but that doesn't mean I stop. I'm confused between majoring in business and political science.
Those are amazing.
Yeah, I really love when I thought about entrepreneurship and how I have the leadership skills, and I worked in marketing a lot and PR, HR. So I thought, you know what, I might be a good fit for business, but at the same time there is so much global issues I want to talk about. I want to be a part of fixing it. So it's political science is very interesting major for me.
I mean, I understand the confusion.
Yeah.
I am so confused in life as well. Can you tell me more about what is your dream school?
Okay, so I'm gonna say a backstory of how it came to alive. Okay, so basically my dad is from the countryside here in Egypt. So when COVID-19 started, we had to go there and spend the time with our family because the pandemic was there and everything. So I got immersed in a culture that actually they're very let's say they don't have the growth mindset. It's more fixed, and that's it was a major problem. But at the same time I was immersed in there. Okay, so I was about to have this fixed mindset. So then when the pandemic was over, I was like, you know what, there are a lot of girls that have amazing mindsets, and you cannot even know how do they have these mindsets but don't have any resources. So it made me, you know what, I'm gonna try to work on my own first, because how could I lead girls when me myself I don't have the skills yet. So I was 12 or 13 at that time.
Wow, amazing.
So when I got back home, I was I always wanted to study law, okay, at Harvard, but I didn't know what it means. I was very inspired by this girl from a movie.
Rory Gilmore?
No, not Rory Gilmore, but her name is I forgot. She's
blonde.
Yes, yeah. I was really inspired and very attached to this movie, and I was you know what, I'm gonna go study law, and then at Harvard. But then I realized that سارة انتي ثانوية عامة هتدخلي هارفارد ازاي؟ فلو you know what, I need to find a way to make this work.
Speaking of being a ثانوية عامة student, of course you faced a lot of hardships. Can you tell me, how did you tell your parents? Was they accepting of the idea at first?
Okay, look, so basically when I was I want to go to Harvard, my dad told me that how could you go to Harvard and you're still national assistant? He supports everything I do. But at the same time, my mom is she loves me so much, so she doesn't want me to go somewhere far away from her. And in the US it's 16 hours or 18 hours away. So So she was not okay with the idea at first, but then when your parents see you acting upon it and actually not giving up easily, you can do it, because at the end of the day, it's your life. And if you're not doing something that is like hurting other people, then what's wrong? Okay, they are our parents at the end of the day, but they will always support you, even if you feel like, oh, they are not supporting me. It's because of their mindset. They are seeing like life in a different point of view. You cannot blame them, because if you were them, you would think the same way.
Yeah, my parents also think the same. Speaking of working hard, can you tell me more about your platform, Yellow Success?
Okay, so Yellow Success, I started it, like, as you know, I told you about the COVID-19 story.
Yeah.
Then I was like, you know what, I believe that I have the skills, and let's talk later about how I got these skills to actually help more youth. When I got the skills, I decided to make the platform right away. And the funny thing is that when I got the idea, I bought the domain immediately.
All right.
Immediately, in the same hour.
Wow.
You know what? I was like, yellowsuccess.com, it's not taken? Okay, I'm gonna take it. You know, Emerson, it's a philosopher, American philosopher. He said that, I saw like one of his quotes, that when an idea is planted in our head, we have to act upon it before the blessing is removed, okay?
Yeah.
And this is in spirituality and religions
You
as
have
well.
to work upon it.
Yeah, and especially in youth, because this time is like, everyone say it's the golden age. So whatever I do now will impact the future, and not only me, it's other people as well.
I believe you'll have a promising future.
Thank you so much. So when I started Yellow Success, actually it was very hard at first, because I was 16, so your dreams are very big. You're doing like your school, you have to focus on ثانوية عامة, you know, ازاي مثلا بيعملوا a lot of
دروس.
ايوه دروس بقى ونزول ومعرفش ايه ومفيش وقت اصلا.
pressure على الدراسة.
Yes, like some people leave their sport in order to focus on ثانوية عامة, which I believe doesn't make any sense.
I believe they're both equally important.
Exactly. So, and then I started it in school, and actually there is like a long story with how I dealt with school and the platform, because I would make like 2-hour long meetings with like every group of interns. We had like many departments in the internship.
Can you tell me about how you managed your time?
Okay. The truth is that I didn't have like the perfect time managing skill. I had to learn it the hard way. I faced like very, very bad grades in school, which is
really,
yeah, but it wasn't like final exams. It was like the monthly exams that are not added to my certificate. So it was like a warning that, Sarah, you have to stop Yellow Success for a second and just continue on that. But for me, I was very attached to Yellow Success because I had friends there. I actually started Yellow Success because I felt like my social life is not doing like at its finest. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna create a group of girls to be my friends. And it was like, that's I think why it separated Yellow Success from any other platform. The community.
It's every girl's dream to have
the vibe, the everything, and
sisterhood.
Exactly, and how we empower each other to become the best version of ourselves. And I believe it made me like, everyone who tells me I want to start an initiative, you have to know that every leader has to be empathetic, okay, in order to achieve like goals that actually impact the world, okay. That's why I tell them, you're not their boss. In the internship, you don't act like a boss. You act like someone they aspire to be, okay? Because
leader?
Yes, a leader. And leaders come from empathy. It's immersed in you. Like empathy is immersed in you. That's why, like, I believe every leader who doesn't like put themselves in the place of other people, they will never like ever achieve anything possible at this point.
Can you tell me about the challenges you faced as being a leader? of Yalla success?
It was actually like more about my mental health, because I believe that at first, oh my god, I have to do everything myself. And actually that's wrong. That's completely wrong. A good leader is someone who actually has the team together doing the tasks without always having to interrupt. It's about someone having the team to imagine, to grow, to actually do better than you. Because in companies there are bosses who are like,
aggressive,
he's gonna be better than me, he's gonna take my place. Actually, when I see a girl opening her own startup or her own platform or starting content, I'm very happy. I'm literally more than grateful that I was a reason that they achieved this level of growth. And
I mean, it's really inspiring.
Yeah, it's like a gift.
Done is great.
Yeah, it's like a gift isn't sold with money. It's something I gift people without having to spend money, and it's more like a spiritual gift in their journey.
Sarah, can you tell me more about what have you been up to lately?
Okay, so I'm actually, I'm applying for Ivy League universities and actually some boarding schools at this point. I applied to summer programs, and actually most girls have a problem with that. I've never traveled before, so I was applying for a program called Yale Young Global Scholar.
Wow, yeah!
Yeah, so I was like, there is no way I could get accepted. Why would they take me? And that's like the victim mindset. It kills dreams.
Okay, how do you tell people who deal with this victim mindset, who are like, I'm not enough, I'm not worthy, I can't do this, who always procrastinate?
Coming from someone who was acting like a victim before, in their social life, in their family life, in their school, like everything. I used to act like a victim. Like when I believed I was one, I wasn't actually acting. I was like, the whole world is against me. Until I realized I remember the moment. I was listening to a podcast. I came in the kitchen while washing the dishes. I was like, you know what? I'm done. This is my world. This is my simulation, and I'm the programmer, right?
Yeah.
So I have to act like I am, because whatever I think will come. And then I started picturing myself on another level. I started telling
manifesting.
Yes, manifestation, exactly. I started manifesting the high version of myself. Who is Sarah? I used to call myself Sarah only. No, who is Sarah Elgabery?
Yeah.
You know what?
Sarah Elgabery.
Yeah, Sarah Elgabery. You know what? I'm proud. I'm very proud.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. And then I came to this point, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna become this girl. And you know what? The second hour, I got a job offer. It was really great for me. For like the amount was great. It was like $500 per month.
Was this your first job?
Yes, it's not like my first job, but it's like not an internship or extracurricular. It was a real job, a real full time, and I was a student, 16.
Wow, can you tell me about it?
Yeah, so first thing first, I want to say how I developed the skills in order to have this job. Okay. First, personal branding. Every teenager, I would advise them to start personal branding themselves, okay? If they don't like appearing on social media, which I did as well, and then become a content creator, which is something that's very unexpected, start posting on LinkedIn. Start adding value to people's life, okay? Why would people follow you if you're not adding value to their life? You can be funny, you can add actually valuable information to enhance or ease their life, and that way most people will know you. They will follow you, they will react to your content, and then after that they will actually, you're gonna have a platform, people who know you,
fans.
Yeah, and through that you're marketing yourself on automatically. Okay.
Yeah, through people knowing you. Yeah, I know Sarah Elgabery. That's how I knew you.
Yeah, and that's also how I got the job offer, because if they didn't see who I am, who is the authentic version of Sarah, what does she do? Because let's be honest, CVs are great, but will they actually secure you a position in a job you want. No, not at all. It's actually like you have to do a really great CV, and actually most high schoolers don't know what to put in their CV because they didn't even work yet.
We don't have any experiences. I also face this problem.
Yeah, and in order to fix it, you have to start your own thing, okay? Because my CV was very empty, and I was like, how I'm gonna get things on there? I decided to volunteer with random Indian organizations. That's totally normal.
Was it online?
Yes, it was online. It's like youth. I volunteered with Indians. I volunteered with Arabs. I volunteered with Europeans. It gave me a global exposure, and especially coming from someone who literally spent the whole pandemic in the countryside and then interacting with people from Europe and USA and Canada. It made me realize that actually we are all the same, but it made me also get the communication skill to actually interact with any kind of people, like no matter what they are from. Like for an example, I cannot go to a countryside and start speaking English or actually putting English words in my...
You have to get to the level of people.
Yeah, and that's what makes you a true leader. That's a part of having good communication skills. That's a part of having like this wisdom. This is a part of being educated enough, like countryside, they love using phrases that are commonly used. Okay, so if you read a lot, if you watch a lot of movies that they watch, you're gonna understand what they mean.
You're gonna become a part of people, so they can relate to you and actually understand you.
Yes,
listen
exactly.
To you.
And then I can help them use my platform and actually be okay with it, so yeah, that's basically a summary of being a true leader, having the skills, having the grit to do it.
Sarah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Truly had a blast. Thank you so much.
I'm more than happy to be here.
You are truly inspiring, and I personally got inspired by you, so thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Thank you for watching this episode, and if you like it, please make sure to follow us at Sustain the Talk on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube, and SoundCloud. Thank you.